My name is Josie Arthur, but for music purposes I go by JOBIE, and my pronouns are she and they. I was led into the world of music through my father. He's actually a musician, and he's been a musician ever since I was a kid. He's successful to me, I guess. Like seeing him do music and fulfill everything that he wanted to do, it clearly makes him really happy, and that was ingrained in me at a young age that I had to do what I wanted to do for my career, or like I had the capacity to do something artistic for my career if I wanted to. And my mom is also a singer as well, and that's sort of how my parents met. But the type of music that my parents make, I would say, is more rootsy, but also kind of like folky but soulful. And then they also listen, I think my mom listens to a lot of like singer-songwriter type music. And then I would also listen to a lot of classic rock with my dad. So that sort of song structure was really influential to me, and also listening to a lot of pop music on the radio. I think I really started getting into writing songs and doing music because I wanted to hear specific songs that didn't exist. Because a lot of times if I feel a certain emotion, I'm like, oh, I want to listen to a song that talks about this and I want to feel that catharsis, and I didn't really have that all the time because not every songwriter like writes about stuff that I write about. There you go, making me look so... Songwriting, I've always done it sort of throughout like middle school and high school, and even when I was a little kid, it was just kind of something I did. Like I like to make things up, make up stories and songs and stuff. But I was applying to a bunch of colleges for like acting. I was really serious about it. But then quarantine happened, and then I realized I wasn't really doing any theater or anything, or reading any plays. So I was just writing songs and stuff. And then I got to college, and then I wrote more songs, and I was like, I want to do this, I want to perform and everything. So now I'm kind of at the point where I'm taking a lot of classes and learning and getting a good education, but at the same time I'm spending a lot of time networking with people around school and other creatives who are looking to like maybe do like a photo shoot or like a music video or things like this. If I lived under the earth and I was lost beneath the sea, what inspired Scorpio was an experience that I had actually freshman year at Emerson, like my first semester, freshman year. It was just, I had this sort of infatuation with someone that I really didn't know. And so I wrote this song about them, but I like saw that person and was sort of infatuated with them, and I felt like they had everything that I didn't have. And it was a double-edged sword, because it's like, I was like, ooh, I want you to like me, but also like I see you and you have everything that I want at the same time. But it also was inspired by a particular location. Like I was walking down the street with this person, and it's every time I sing the song, it's a really visual experience. I remember the exact street I was on. When I wrote that song, it made me realize like, oh, I actually really want to do songwriting, because I was really proud of it. A lot of times when you're writing songs, you either like start with the chords, or you like write some lyrics and then try to find chords that go with it. But my favorite moments that I've had while writing songs are when I'm just playing guitar and I'm like playing the chords or playing a sequence of chords, and I'm improvising, and then like the lyrics just sort of come out exactly how I want them. Usually when I'm writing songs, I'm recording on my phone, and then I'll have that recording, and then I'll be like, oh my god, I'm keeping that. And when it's just completely organic and it comes out of me, it's almost like something. It's almost like I didn't even write it, but I did. But that's my favorite moment or favorite type of songwriting. But I do a lot of like, I'll be laying in bed and then I'll be thinking of a song, and I'll write the song in my head, and then I'll go figure it out on guitar, and then I'm like, oh, this is a good song. But As for visuals in my head when I'm writing songs, I have synesthesia, so every song I've ever heard, I see it like as a painting. Like it's like a bunch of different shapes and like squiggles in my head, and it's so hard to explain for people that don't. Like everybody, I think, experiences it. People who have synesthesia experience it differently, particularly like in many different ways. But the way that I have it, it's like only in my own brain, so I can't really explain it. But I see a lot of different colors, and most songs have color palettes, and they look sort of like paintings. All of my covers for my singles are like colors that are like I made sure that all the covers have colors that are in the song. Like Scorpio is like light, this like sort of like blue color, and then Halfway is like purple and pink and blue, and then Simple Man is like tan yellow. Like I made sure to make it look visually. And when I'm hearing a sad song, usually songs that are more blue or like dark purple, like deep dark blue, red are sadder songs. But occasionally some songs, like it really depends. But like if I'm just asked for feeling emotions like in my day-to-day life, I do experience emotions as a color. I can't be like, ooh, anger's always red, because it does not, it's always slightly different, and then sometimes it's like a handful of colors. But I can like tell. So instead of really thinking like, ooh, I'm going to incorporate these chords that Bob Dylan used in this song. Like if I wanted to make a song inspired by Bob Dylan, for example, I would picture the song in my head, and I would take shapes and colors that are similar. And I have like sort of a color palette. And usually when I am writing a song, like I have a feeling and then a color palette in mind, and it just sort of like fills in the blanks. And I think that's why I'm able to write songs so quickly. Like I wrote Scorpio in an hour. If I had to have only one instrument in a recording session in a song, it would be acoustic guitar or electric guitar, because it feels, my dad is mainly a guitar player, so it's very close to me personally. I feel close to my dad when I play guitar. I feel maybe closer to God, if that makes any sense. I'm not religious, but if there was any way to say that. So I started doing my radio show, Texas Pete Hour, literally 2 weeks ago. And I think my main hope for the show was to just get an excuse to like talk to some local musicians that I knew. What I do on the show is for every week I contact a friend that I know who makes music, and then I play their music. And then I play music that sounds similar to their music that maybe people would listen to. Like if you listen to this music, then you would like this person's music. And then I interview them for like 15 minutes over the phone. They call in, and it's really fun. I enjoy doing it. I like making people feel important, like showing them that I cared enough to listen to their music, and then also like playing music that like people might listen. I don't know if anybody even actually listens to the show, but if somebody listens to the show and then they hear Phoebe Bridgers or something, and then they hear the new artist that I've featured, they're like, ooh, this new artist sounds kind of like Phoebe Bridgers. I like that, so I'm gonna listen to this new artist. I just like helping people out. I would want somebody to do that for me. And I like talking to people and seeing why they write the music that they write. It's cool to talk to people like musician to musician. If you would like to follow me on Instagram, my Instagram is JOBIE1111. So that's JOBIE 1111. And then my TikTok is Bucket Sugar 69. So Bucket Sugar 69. And my Twitter is also JOBIE1111. If I release any new music or am playing Live Anywhere updates will be on Instagram. If you want to listen to my music on Spotify or Apple Music, it's just JOBIE, all caps, JOBIE. As for music coming out soon, I will hopefully be releasing something on March 25th, a new single. I also am making a music video for it. Yeah, it'll either be out March 25th or later in March or early April, hopefully March 25th. So stay tuned. Yeah, thanks so much. I'm JOBIE and you're watching Off the Record.